Hey Mavs fans, this is Ask the GM, sponsored by CCR Roofing. Let's get to some questions.
You already know who it is!
Mary Ann G asks, what do you think our new affiliations with the New York Islanders and the Bridgeport Sound Tigers will really mean for the Mavericks?
Well, I think that's first and foremost a very great question. I appreciate Mary asking that. It's one that I get a lot, and it's something that I don't think that everyone really understands exactly at this level what an affiliation really means. One of the things that we identified very early in the process of transitioning to the ECHL was that we needed to get an NHL affiliation. We of course have been affiliated in the past with the American Hockey League and the Chicago Wolves. But moving forward, we felt that it was very, very important to get an NHL affiliation, something that we have done this summer and affiliated with the New York Islanders, as the question, of course, states. And what that really allows us to do is communicate with players and agents in the recruiting process, really giving them or showing them a path in how to further their career and make it to the next level. I think one of the things our fans noticed with the transition is that this is a younger league, and as such, you're going to get a lot younger players, and a lot of these young players, most of these young players have agents and have dreams of playing in the National Hockey League, and that advice that they're getting is make sure that you're going to a place that has a clear path to get you to that next level. So. Obviously something that we deem very critical, especially after going through that year without having an affiliation. And I think one of the things that you're going to see now is really working together very closely with the New York Islanders, not only their coaching staff, but also their off-ice, their conditioning coaches, their specialized coaches, goaltending coach, people that are really going to help train and get these players to the next level. And we've had several conversations already, working with them about who are the players that we're going to be bringing in this year, and working hand in hand with them to identify some of the top prospects, and of course we have our role in that whole affiliation process is to develop these players to get to the next level, which of course is Bridgeport. At the American Hockey League level, and hopefully it won't be very long until there's an alumni of the Missouri Mavericks that's skating in the National Hockey League. So we're very, very excited about the new relationship that we have. One of the questions that I get a lot is what does that mean for our affiliation with Chicago? And of course that is over, that has ended, and now we are exclusive with the New York Islanders at the NHL level, and of course their AAA team at the American Hockey League level is Bridgeport. So our players would actually go from Missouri to Bridgeport, and then hopefully someday make it to the National Hockey League. And so I think really again the benefits of that are we're tapped into the scouting system of the New York Islanders. We have a lot more resources with what they're doing with players to prepare to be professionals off the ice, summer programs. How do you eat right? How do you train right? Those sorts of things. And then of course, just the ability to have a guy like Ken Morrow, who's a local scout for them, who lives in Kansas City. He's going to be able to watch a lot of our games and our players. And I think that makes a big difference when you're talking about motivating these guys and knowing that there's somebody in the stands watching. And if you play well enough on a given night, or the opportunity arises, you've made a name for yourself, and you can move up and further your career. So I think it's a huge win for us. It's a huge step for professional hockey in Kansas City. It's a huge win for the Missouri Mavericks, and ultimately we're very much looking forward to what this means for us.